Good evening, you guys. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's video is a little bit different from my normal video because I usually just post vlogs. Today's video is themed, and it is how I plan to beat winter depression this year theme. If you followed me for any significant amount of time, you know that I love winter. It's my favorite season. Well, fall and winter are my favorite seasons. I love cold weather, I love snow, I love the holidays. When I was living in Virginia, the time of year where it gets dark at 5 p.m., my favorite time of year. My first video talking about my love for hibernating on TikTok resonated with so many people, and it's always been exciting for me to share that love for that time of year with people because most people don't like the winter. Most people like the summer better and they get seasonal depression in the winter. That has not been something that I have struggled with personally. I'm more likely to be depressed in the summertime. And then I moved to Scotland. You can see from my filming setup that it is pitch black outside. Like, I have this giant light and the light in this room is turned on and it is 4:30. Scotland is much further north than anywhere I've ever lived before, and because of that, in the winter time the sun sets really early. In the middle of winter it's literally dark at 3 p.m. and the sun rises later, so you don't have as much daylight. I love a 5 p.m. sunset. A 3 p.m. sunset, that's an adjustment. That's an adjustment. So I think even as a winter lover, even as a hibernation lover, I just know I'm gonna have to step it up this year in order to not be seasonally depressed. I still might be seasonally depressed, like, it's hard to predict. I'm always very intentional about my hibernation era, but I think I just, like I said, I have to step it up this year. So for the past couple of days, I've been making a list on my phone of all the things I want to get in the habit of doing right now while it's still relatively early, still fall, so that when the thick of winter, we're talking like January, February is here, I already have the habits in place. And I'm trying to do preventative work. So a lot of these things are self-care based, but not always the fun type of self-care. I feel like when people talk about self-care, they are so often talking about like the bubble baths, the face masks, the going to get manicures, like that type of thing. And I love that fun type of self-care, but because of my history with mental health, I just know from experience, sometimes self-care is not fun. It's the things you really don't want to do. It's the things that you have to drag yourself out of bed to do, but you know they're going to help and they're going to make your life better. I'm going to have elements of both. I'm going to have some fun self-care and I'm going to have some not fun self-care that I have to make myself do anyway. And I just thought I would go through the list I've created for myself. One, to get myself started on these habits, and then two, in case anybody watching this video is looking for inspiration. Before we get into the hibernating self-care for winter, trying to beat seasonal depression activities, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Skims. I know I've talked to you guys about Skims before, and it's because I wear Skims every single day. Another one of my most worn Fits Everybody products. Fits Everybody is definitely my most worn collection from Skims. I wear this specific cut and style of Skims Fits Everybody underwear 5 days out of the week, literally. It practically feels like you're wearing nothing, which I love. I used to be a really big thong girl when I was younger, not so much anymore. So I like that they come in lots of different coverage styles. This is my favorite one. Comes in loads of colors. I have it in brown, this color brown, and then black, and I have a bunch of pairs, and like I said, I wear them almost every single day. I have the online demi bra, which I think is in the washing machine right now, and I also wear that bra all the time, especially when I need underwire and I want to lift. It's my favorite type of bra because I love unlined bras and also has good coverage on the cups. But then I would say another one of my most worn pieces is this Fits Everybody bralette. This does not have any underwire, but it has great coverage on the cups. I love the fabric. I feel like it's kind of smoothing. This does not have a clasp in the back, so it's super comfortable. If I'm at home or I'm wearing something oversized, there is a 99% chance I am wearing this bralette. If I'm wearing like a tight form-fitting top, I sometimes like underwire for the lift. But like under a hoodie or a sweatshirt, a sweater like this, or when I'm just at home chilling, it's pretty much always this one. The Skims Fits Everybody collection has sizes from extra, extra small to 4X. They also come in a wide range of colors. They also just launched their holiday shop, so I got some cute bras and underwear. They haven't come yet, but I'm really excited for them. As always, if you want to check out the Fits Everybody collection for yourself, which I definitely recommend because I wear the products all the time and they're so comfortable, you can go to skims.com/Mary. If you do order anything, be sure to choose YouTube under the drop-down menu and type my name when it asks you how'd you hear about the brand so that they know I sent you. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the video. It is now, it's 5 o'clock and it is pitch black outside. It's been an adjustment because I was in the States when daylight savings happened here, and so I left during one time and I came back after daylight savings time had ended. It ends in the fall, right? We're in standard time now. Yeah, because we were in British summertime and now we're in standard time. So I came back and it was a big adjustment. The thing is, I don't mind the dark afternoons and evenings as much as I mind the dark mornings. And I think that's why I'm having a little bit of a hard time adjusting, because I love winding down. I love an early night. I love a cozy night. So although it's a big change, I don't really mind the dark afternoons as much. Of course, we're not in the thick of things yet. It starts getting dark at like 4 at the moment. So I know we still have a ways to go. So my opinion on that might change. For me at the moment, it's the dark mornings. I'm having a hard time dragging myself out of bed in the morning, especially with all the health issues I've talked to you guys about. And like one of those being fatigue. So the fatigue plus the dark mornings, your girl is struggling to get up in the morning. I'm needing a zillion alarms. That hatch alarm clock is going full force. Matt also likes to sleep with our blackout blinds closed. And he gets up around like 5:30 to 6:30 every day, depending on if he's going to the gym before work or not. And so he'll leave, the blinds stay closed, and then if I like snooze an alarm or if I'm just not thinking, if I'm groggy, it'll be pitch black in our room when it's time to get up. And so my brain just does not want to believe it's time to get up. So I've asked him to now start opening the blinds before he leaves, because even though there's not a lot of light coming in, I'm thinking like maybe it'll help. Definitely can't hurt. Got nothing to lose. So I'm gonna try that. I think this video is really gonna kick off tomorrow morning. I'm gonna spend my evening just cleaning and doing laundry, which I'm not gonna show because how many videos have I posted recently where all you're doing is watching a sped up montage of me cleaning? Too many. Way too many. And that's why I'm like, sometimes the weekly vlogs aren't a good idea because you're watching me do the same things. So I am gonna spend my evening cleaning, and then I've made a promise to myself tomorrow, anti-winter depression self-care starts. Good morning, you guys. I slept in fake tan last night, if that's why I look funny. I just woke up with my hatch alarm, and I thought I would show you. It is a daily part of my routine. I feel like it helps my mornings. There are 2 things that I do in the mornings that are meant to help my mental health. Number 1, I wake up with a sunrise alarm clock. I have the hatch, doesn't have to be the hatch. I'll show you why the sunrise alarm clock thing is cool. And then the second thing is I try to get outside into the fresh air, sunlight if there is sunlight, as quickly as possible after I wake up, and I will tell you why in a second. First of all, my bedside lamp is on right now. If I turn this off, look how dark it is outside. And it's hard to get yourself to get out of bed when it's that dark outside. So I do like this. This is the Hatch 1. The second edition does look a little nicer, but I don't care. I like it for a couple of reasons. In the evening, I have a wind down routine. So if I press this once, that looks so spooky. A red light and some white noise comes on in the evening, and the red light lasts for 15 minutes. And then it goes into part 2 of my wind down routine. Part 2 has no light, just 2 hours of rain noises that automatically turn off. So that's what I go to bed with. You saw my alarm this morning, how it like plays the meditative flute, I think is the alarm noise I've selected. But the nice thing is with these alarm clocks, you can set them so that, say you want your alarm to go off at 8 o'clock, well, you can have the light, see, the light is already starting. I think the alarm is meant to go off in like 7 minutes. You can have the light start to slowly come on 5, 10, whatever minutes before the actual alarm goes off. This is so funny. So that way, I want you to be able to see it in action. This way, you're gently woken up by this light that's gradually getting brighter and brighter and brighter, instead of like being in pitch black like this, and then all of a sudden there's a noise and a big light in your face. So the light comes on gradually. So that's my sunrise alarm clock. I love it. It definitely makes waking up during a dark morning a lot more seamless and just less jarring. Like if I'm like being jolted awake by a blaring iPhone alarm in a pitch black room, I'm starting my day with like more adrenaline than I want to. So I like something like this. It's gonna keep getting brighter for a minute. So that's that. So sunrise alarms can improve sleep quality, make it easier to get out of bed. They help with seasonal affective disorder. They're called dawn simulators because it They gradually increase the light in the room to mimic the rising sun. This helps signal your body to slowly decrease melatonin production and increase alertness. And it can also regulate your body's circadian rhythm so you feel more rested during the day and more ready for sleep at night, because it has like the wind down routine as well. And you can see it's also like getting brighter and brighter, and the noise will start to go off in a couple minutes. And exposure to light in the morning can boost mood and energy levels, potentially reducing feelings of grogginess, which is also why I have a light therapy lamp coming. So that is my, I'm gonna turn it off though, because you get the point, you already heard the noise. That is my sunrise alarm clock situation. The first thing that I see or interact with or process in the morning. So then along that same note, something else I do first thing in the morning is go outside. Kind of for the same reason, like exposure to light in the morning helps your mental health. Getting outside first thing in the morning for like 20 minutes is meant to help regulate your circadian rhythm. You guys know I have a hard time with sleeping and everything. Clearly, you can tell in my face how like not awake I am yet. And getting outside first thing in the morning can make you have a better mood. Sunlight triggers serotonin, increase your alertness. Natural light helps your body produce vitamin D, improve your mental health, make you feel connected to nature. But I think the biggest thing is that it enhances your mood and improves your circadian rhythm. This is a pretty easy thing for me to accomplish because I have a dog. So when I wake up in the morning, I just take him out and then he runs around, does his business, sniffs a bunch of stuff, and I kind of stand really groggily in the middle of the yard, like not really processing anything. But it's two birds, one stone. I take him out first thing in the morning, and I'm also getting that like 20 minutes of light, fresh air, nature, first thing.
Good morning, Fergus. Good morning. Oh, you've got crusties on your eyes. You're so handsome. Oh, you're so big and strong, huh? You're so big and strong, huh? Oh, you are too big and strong. And then he'll look at me like, oh, I didn't actually want you to let go. I wanted to play. I like to let him win, but sometimes he doesn't like to win. Look at this. He's ready to go. Sometimes he doesn't actually want to win. He just wants to play, but he wants you to let him win, but not for too long. You've got little eye boogies.
Today I'm doing exercise and sauna, which are two habits that always make me feel so good mentally and physically. I have a bunch of errands I have to run today, and they're all kind of far away from each other, so I decided that today my exercise is going to be a long walk, and I calculated the distance, and by the time I do all these errands and end back up here, it'll be 2.5 miles. I'm not gonna like speed walk it. I'm not trying to do cardio. I'm literally just trying to get outside in the fresh air, get moving, put my headphones in, listen to some music or a podcast, be outside, moving, energy flowing, blood pumping, not working up a sweat because I did put makeup on for something else this morning, etc. And then I'm gonna go, while I'm doing this route, I'm gonna stop at the sauna at my gym, which is an infrared sauna, so I don't get too hot in it. The benefits of exercise for mental health: reduces stress and anxiety, boosts self-esteem, improves sleep, increases energy, reduces loneliness, and can help with mild to moderate depression. Research suggests that physical activity can be as effective as antidepressants or CBT for mild to moderate depression. You guys know I'm very pro-medication, so I'm not suggesting you go off your meds and just do walks, but good to know. Research has found that low-intensity aerobic exercise for 30 to 35 minutes, 3 to 5 days a week is optimal for increasing positive moods, e.g. enthusiasm, alertness, etc. So if I can go on a 30-minute walk 3 days a week, according to the science, that should really help my mental health this winter. Of course, given the daylight hours back home in Virginia, I would get up and go for a walk like in the morning. I don't want to go for a walk when it's dark outside, so this might be more of a midday thing for me this winter. We'll see. I'll try to figure out how to put that in my schedule. When I first moved here, I asked people who live in northern areas for their tips on how to handle the winter. A lot of girls said they go on walks during their lunch hour, during their lunch breaks, midday, whatever, because that's when the sun is actually up. And you just kind of trick yourself. You trick your brain into being happier than it wants to be. The positive effects on exercise for mental health are very well known. I'll put some links in the description box. Maybe I should put links in the description box for everything I'm talking about, in case you guys want to read more about it. I feel like that's a good idea. We all know that exercise is good for mental health. That's easy. But the sauna is interesting. So with an infrared sauna specifically, the way it can help mental health, according to the articles I found, it's also good for stress relief. The mild heat stress you get from being in the sauna releases feel-good hormones. Regular use can also reduce cortisol. They also make you feel relaxed, so it can lead to better sleep. Infrared saunas can help increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that can help lower the risk of mental illness and elevate mood. Also, apparently feel-good hormones like dopamine and serotonin can be released through sweating, so you're happier after the sauna. I always feel great after using the sauna. When it comes to like infrared sauna versus a Finnish sauna, infrared saunas have lower temperatures and you're in there for the light therapy, whereas something like a Finnish sauna, some of those traditional saunas I've been in have had temperatures of like 180 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas an infrared sauna will have a much lower temperature than that. I also love to meditate in the sauna, so 2 birds, 1 stone. There are multiple studies I found that say that frequent sauna use reduces cortisol levels, which is your body's main stress hormone. I know a lot of people have infrared sauna blankets. I looked into getting an infrared sauna blanket. They're much more expensive than I thought they were, and I already have this gym membership, so I'm not gonna do that at the moment, maybe in my future. And I know I've said this before, but my dream when I have a house of my own one day is to have a sauna. You can buy a 1 or 2 person sauna and just put it in your house. He said that wasn't the best use of space. Rude. But when we have a house of our own one day and we buy a home, I'm getting a sauna because I love a sauna. So that's my plan for today. I walk to most things in Edinburgh. I don't drive here. Matt drives here and we got a car recently. I walk everywhere anyway, but I feel like there's a difference in walking somewhere because you have to get there and then, you know, putting on the workout set, going into it with the mindset of like, this walk is because I want to move my body. I want to feel good. I feel like the intention and the mind muscle connection and yeah, really just your intention going into it plays a big part as well. I forgot to mention that one of my errands was going to my GP and picking up a new prescription for anti-anxiety and picking up a reorder form for my mood stabilizer. So I just did that. So one of my errands is going to be taking that to Boots and getting it refilled, which is obviously very critical for mental health as well. So it's a 2-for-1. The sun is out in Edinburgh. It's so nice. I actually don't know what time it is. How long is the sun gonna be out? It's 2 o'clock, so only like maybe 2 more hours if I'm lucky. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be quite enough time. Might be walking home in the dark, but that's okay. Can I say something that may be controversial? I don't like these Apple Air Maxes. Again, world's smallest violin, I know. They're not that comfortable. And I got them 3 or 4 years ago when they came out and they were popular. And to be honest, I only got them because they were popular. And after a couple years, I think I'm finally ready to admit that they're actually not very comfortable. And I don't want to get a different brand because I have these and they work fine, so like that would just be a waste. But allow me to de-influence you. If you're in the market for this type of over-the-head earphone that has noise canceling and everything, I don't recommend these. I should not be allowed to listen to The Alchemy while I'm on a walk because it gets me so, I just love that song. It makes me walk so fast. This is a 2-person sauna and I'm in it by myself, so I thought I would vlog just sitting in this chair with the light on my back, and then I have the light there. And I like to stay in here for like 20 minutes. You can obviously stay in this type of sauna a lot longer than you can stay in a Finnish sauna. And there's like little twinkle lights on the ceiling. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to fill my mind with positive thoughts and enjoy this time. Running errands, just because of walking everywhere, has taken quite a bit longer than I thought it would. So I think it is gonna be like sun is going down, getting dark when I go outside. I actually think I'm gonna change just into a towel because I am wearing long sleeves and I don't know if this makes any difference. I haven't looked this up, but I kind of want my skin to be out and I'm head to toe covered right now. This feels so nice. Why do I not come here every day? That's the thing when you do things that you know are going to be good for you, but you don't do them very often. You're like, why don't I do this all the time? It makes me feel amazing.
Errands might have taken longer than I wanted, but I am catching this beautiful sunset behind Scott's Monument and the Ferris wheel, which is going up for the Christmas market. So pretty.
How is this lighting? I feel like I can't tell because I've clipped my portable light to the viewfinder of the camera, so I can't really see. It's gonna have to be good. I mean, this is the lighting situation for the next like 6 months, so hopefully this looks okay. I have had my hair done since the last video clip I filmed. I think the clips of this video, because it's not really a vlog, it's just like my different self-care things, the clips might be out of order. So if I jump back and forth between having hair colors in this video, that's why. But I did just get my hair done, so you're not crazy. There are 2 different hair colors throughout this video. I just got a package. I'm relieved it got here in time. And it is full of just some hibernation essentials that I picked up. So I thought I would unbox with you just a few bits. Fergus heard cardboard and came running. He loves cardboard. Yeah, nothing too crazy, just some things I think will be useful this season. The first one being a LED lamp, like a therapy sunlight lamp. I used to have one of these when I was a teenager because, fun fact about me, before I was diagnosed with bipolar, which was when I was 21, the first diagnosis I ever received was when I was 16, and the therapist I had at the time and the doctor I had at the time thought it was just seasonal affective disorder. So I was like diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder, which obviously didn't tell the whole story of my mental health. But because that's what we thought it was at the time, my parents got me one of these like therapy lamps, which I used, and it didn't really do anything because my problem was not seasonal affective disorder, it was bipolar disorder. But anyway, I got one for myself here because I think this will be very useful and very helpful. Just off of Amazon. I have 2 Amazon storefronts. Lighting. I have a US one and a UK one. I will put a therapy lamp on both of them. I guess I actually, no, out. But I thought that I would put this therapy lamp, I don't know where I should put it. I don't know if I should put it in my bedroom and turn it on like first thing in the morning. Where does this plug in? I don't know if this should go in my bedroom because I don't know if this is something, Fergus, I need to look up and see when this is most effective to use, because if it's most effective to use it first thing in the morning, then it should go in the bedroom. But otherwise I thought I could put it on my little vanity table and have it be like almost a makeup light while I'm doing my makeup in the day. Ooh! Okay, that's on and off. And then there's different, I don't know if you can tell by the color of light on my face, there's different settings. Oh, you can make it go brighter or dimmer. And then there's also a timer feature on the bottom. I don't know if you can see right here where I could put it on and then have it go off in like, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes. So I don't know which color light is best. Where's the instructions? Light therapy lamp. Yeah, so there's daylight, natural white, and warm white. Let's see. I don't want to shine this straight at the camera, so we'll just see like based on the colors on my face. That's very bright white. And then this is warm. I think this one feels like the natural light to me. No, this is like bluish, warm. This is the sunlight one. Honestly, it's kind of nice even just to have like an extra mode of lighting for my content. I could just put this on all day. No, I know you're not supposed to use them too frequently, but I'm pretty sure this is the daylight one. It's really easy to turn on and off, clearly. So, little therapy lamp. And I'm gonna look up where I should put this in my house and how best to use it so that it's most effective. But I got that. The other thing I bought, this is exciting, and this is what I want to do with you guys today, so I'm so glad this box came. I love candle making. I don't know if I've ever made candles in a video, but I like candle making. I think it's a great hobby and one of my hibernation core principles, offline hobbies. And candle making is one of mine, and I haven't done it in like a year. And so I have ordered some stuff. I already have most of my stuff. Like most of my candle making supplies I just brought over with me from the US. So I have like a giant bag of wax that I brought from the US. I have like the wax melter, like the double boiler wax melter thing. I have a bunch of fragrances. They're like woody, wintry fragrances that I make candles with. So the only thing I really bought for this, like specifically for today, is I got some jars, because here's the thing. In the US, whenever I would finish a candle, I would save the jar because you can clean out an old candle jar and then just make a new candle in it. but when I was packing up to move here, I had this collection of like 10 empty candle jars or something, and I was like, these are bulky, they're taking up space, they're glass, they're probably gonna break, like, is it really worth it to bring them over? So I just ended up recycling them. But now I want to make candles, and I'm like, well, now I have no empty jars. And I thought about going to thrift some, but I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. So I don't know. I feel like if you can find really cool heat safe glass or ceramic jars in thrift stores, that's a great option. I just like reusing my candle jars. Anyway, I did end up just buying some empty candle jars with like the bamboo tops, because another thing I like about candle making is that they make great gifts, especially around the holidays. And this kit, this like box of jars also came with these stickers. It's like handmade with love or whatever. If I'm gonna make people scented candles for Christmas gifts, which I like to do, like I really like to make people candles for gifts, I think it's nice to have like a cleaner, more uniform candle jar. So some of these are gonna be for me, some of these I'm gonna give away, and I have 3, 6, 9, 12 of these. So cute, so fun. And then the only other thing I bought, I have this really big bag of wax from the US, but I didn't have any beeswax, and I really like beeswax candles, so I just got some beeswax, some plain and simple organic yellow beeswax. I love the way this smells, because here's the thing, I love candlelight. In the fall and winter, I have candles going all day, every single day. But if you're burning scented candles all day, every single day, I feel like I just get headaches. But beeswax, oh my God, literally smells like my childhood. You guys know my grandpa was a beekeeper, so my mom used to make beeswax candles, beeswax tree ornaments, beeswax everything out of the beeswax that he would harvest. And so if I'm burning candles not for a scent, like if I'm just burning candles for the lighting, for the mood, for the ambiance, I love a beeswax candle because they don't have any fragrance in them, so I don't get headaches. And they have like this beautiful warm yellow. They just, oh God, so good. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm remembering that there is a farmer who goes to the farmer's market every weekend near me, and they sell honey, and I bet they would sell me beeswax if I talked to them. I feel like they would sell me beeswax because they sell honey and honeycomb at the farmer's market near me. So I bet if I were to speak to them and ask, can I just buy the beeswax, they would probably let me. So I'm gonna put that on my list. I'm still gonna use this for now, obviously, but I just remembered, and I feel like they probably would. Anyway, I am gonna make a couple scented candles and some beeswax candles for light today, and I wanted to bring you along with me in this video because this kind of goes into two categories of like my hibernation principles. Number one, this is an offline hobby. This shit is so fun, okay? Offline hobby, and it's very cozy. It's like very homemakery, and it's anti-big light. This is a pro little light, anti-big light situation. And as you guys know, the big light does nothing for my mental health in the wintertime. I'm gonna put this to the side for now. I don't know, I feel like this is the kind of thing where I could wake up in the morning, turn this on, and then just like hold it over my face. It is literally so much later. I should have seen that coming. I should have seen it coming. It happens every time. I have gotten sucked into like a zillion things since the last time I spoke with you guys. It is fully nighttime now, but that's okay because nighttime means it's a great time to light candles. So it's a great time to work on candles too. The big light in the kitchen is on, obviously. And I don't love that vibe. So I'm gonna light some candles just for ambiance while I'm working. I'm ready to just get stuck in. I'm excited. I've been gathering supplies. First thing I'm gonna say is this therapy lamp is coming in handy already because I'm gonna use it to add light to my filming situation. Look how dark it is outside. It is, well, it's 7 o'clock. That is actually the evening. Like I said, this day has gone by super fast. I do wanna film it though, so I'm gonna set up my other tripod with my phone and do some ambient things. I have these tall pillar candles in these glass, what do you call this, a votive? I'm not sure, but I like to light these because you can leave them for a while because they're in this glass thing, so you know the flame is okay. Well, obviously wouldn't leave it unattended for like forever, but it's nice to just sort of light it and have it give a warm glow to the room you're in for a long time. I'm gonna light these for some ambiance, and we're gonna do this. So this is gonna take longer than it needs to because I'm trying to make it aesthetic for the other video I'm filming, but this honestly is a quick process. I'm gonna melt this first. So I've got my pitcher, which I will melt the wax using like the double boil method on the stove. Got my organic and natural beeswax. Beeswax smells so good. It's basically just like a honey scented candle, except there's no actual fragrance in it. I'm bringing you over to the stove. I wish there was a light right above the stove. Every time Matt and I cook, we say this. There should be a light like right above the stove, and there isn't. So it is quite dark. This is one of those things where like, if we owned this place, we would make that change, and we say that to each other all the time. So I'll move the light. I feel cozy already with all these candles everywhere. I have put a pot of water on to boil. Okay, so the water isn't like boiling, but it's hot enough I wouldn't stick my hand into it. So I'm gonna start melting the wax. And I've got one of these little tongue depressor things so I can stir it. And I'm just gonna literally do that. Let it float like that. Give it a wee stir. We're getting there. My little helper. My little helper. Okay, so right now I'm gonna prep my candle jars. I have these 2 different lengths of wick. I think I'll probably need to go for the bigger one. And it's really easy. All you do, take this and stick it through there and put it in the bottom. This wooden stick with a hole is gonna help keep the wick upright after you pour the wax in so that the wick doesn't like dry off to the side like that. Sometimes I've seen these little pre-prepared wicks that have sticky things on the bottom so you can like stick them straight in the middle. Mine aren't like that, but it's fine. Remember, hobbies are supposed to be fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep all of these. I wanna do 3 unscented and 3 scented, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, I've got a ton of wax here. Here we go. Okay, this is a scented one. Okay, Matthew is steaming his kilt for tomorrow, if you can hear that, but this should be the last ones. I don't know if I have enough wax to fill both of these, so we'll see. Not really, but I'm not gonna melt more. Okay, it's been like 40 minutes. I think I made a mistake in putting these to cool outside in the freezing cold Scottish nighttime air, because the ones that I put outside have this little little dip in the middle, and the ones that cooled off inside, they're still uneven, don't get me wrong, but they don't have that. Ain't no thing, ain't no thing. Those ones are a little bit messed up because I haven't done this in a bit. I haven't done this in like a year. Did I forget something? Did I do something wrong? This one's crazy. Why did it do that? So ignore. I'm turning off the lights. Well, most of the lights, so that you can get the full effect of these candles. Look how cozy that is. I never want to see a big light again in my life. I know they're unavoidable, but this is what the inside of my heart looks like all winter long.